Have you ever wondered why America decided to drop nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II? The sequence of events that led to this decision is marked by a series of pivotal moments. It began with the attack on Pearl Harbor, an audacious act by Japan that propelled the United States into the throes of the Second World War. Following this, the declaration of war was inevitable. As the conflict escalated, America found itself in a race against time, developing a weapon of unparalleled destruction, the atomic bomb. Meanwhile, Japan continued to fortify its war machinery, with Hiroshima and Nagasaki playing crucial roles. These cities were not just populated centers, but strategic hubs for Japan's war efforts, housing significant military and industrial installations. In this intricate game of chess, each move was critical, each decision potentially game-changing. With the stakes higher than ever, America had a weapon that could potentially end the war. The decision to use nuclear weapons was not made lightly. The factors that contributed to this monumental choice were numerous and complex. Foremost among them was the anticipated toll of a full-scale ground invasion. The human cost in American and Japanese lives was projected to be immense. This was a price that the Allied forces were understandably reluctant to pay. The desire to bring a swift end to the war was another major consideration. The longer the conflict dragged on, the more lives would be lost, the more resources would be exhausted. The nuclear option offered a chance to hasten the end, to spare further suffering. Lastly, there was the psychological impact to consider. The shock and awe of such unprecedented devastation, it was hoped, would break the will of the Japanese leadership, forcing them to surrender unconditionally. The decision was made. Hiroshima and Nagasaki were the targets. On August 6 and 9, 1945, the world changed forever. In the early hours of those fateful days, the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were subjected to an unprecedented display of destructive power. The United States, in a bid to end the Second World War, dropped atomic bombs on these two Japanese cities. The bombings, codenamed Little Boy for Hiroshima and Fat Man for Nagasaki, unleashed a force equivalent to thousands of tons of TNT, obliterating everything in their immediate vicinity and causing widespread devastation. The destruction was beyond comprehension. Buildings, bridges, roads, all instantly turned to rubble under the immense power of the blasts. The cities were flattened, their once bustling streets eerily silent, save for the crackling of fires and the distant wails of sirens. The landscape of these cities was forever altered, their skylines replaced by towering mushroom clouds that signified a new era in warfare. Beyond the physical destruction, the human cost of the bombings was staggering. Estimates suggest that by the end of 1945, roughly 140,000 people in Hiroshima and 70,000 in Nagasaki had perished. The majority of these were civilians, their lives abruptly ended by a force they could neither see nor comprehend. Yet the toll did not stop there. In the years that followed, countless more succumbed to the long-term effects of radiation exposure. Illnesses such as leukemia, cancer, and other radiation-induced ailments became a grim reality for survivors. These people, known as hibakusha, lived their lives under the shadow of the bombings, their suffering a testament to the devastating power of nuclear weapons. The bombings marked a turning point in history, signaling the dawn of the nuclear age. They brought about the end of World War II, but at a cost that continues to be felt to this day. The scars they left on the cities and their people serve as a stark reminder of the immense destructive potential of nuclear weapons. The bombings marked the end of World War II, but the debate over their necessity and morality continues. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki have left a lasting impact on the world. In the immediate aftermath, Japan surrendered unconditionally, marking the end of World War II. This surrender led to the occupation by Allied forces, bringing about a new era of peace and reconstruction. But beyond the geopolitical shifts, these bombings sparked a profound ethical debate that still resonates today. The use of nuclear weapons, their devastating power, and the immense human cost have been the subject of intense scrutiny and controversy. This debate continues to shape our approach to warfare, defense, and international diplomacy. The bombings serve as a stark reminder of the destructive potential of human conflict, particularly when fueled by technological advancements. They underscore the importance of striving for peace, of seeking diplomatic resolutions over military aggression. As we remember the events of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we are reminded of the devastating power of nuclear weapons and the importance of striving for peace.